My next guest will be longtime friend Debbie Lorenzo, talking about her new hat collection, Frances Gray. What inspired her to design her own hat collection? What's the symbolism behind the name Frances Gray? And how can someone get their hands on a Frances Gray hat? And the ultimate question, how does she embrace raw living? And a lot more. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to Embrace Raw Living YouTube channel for new content, prizes, and special guest appearances. Hi Debbie, how are you today?
Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. Thank you for inviting me into your house.
You're always welcome.
I'm also happy to be here.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. So let's get to it.
As always.
Yes. Okay. So tell me, Debbie, how do you embrace raw living?
I embrace raw living by praying. To stay centered, praying before I start my day and before I go to bed. And just during the day, just everything I do, I'm always praying. Driving in the car, I'm praying to stay centered and grounded. Yeah.
Got it. Very good.
Yeah.
And my mantra is pray, meditate, manifest.
Yes.
And that guides me through my day and just having gratitude always.
I definitely believe in just praying and but not only just praying, but also being able to listen. So praying for that wisdom and discernment and being sensitive to that, the voice of the Spirit as it guiding you and just leading you. So that's important for me too. Like I'm learning that, like I'm learning it and just like learning how to pray better and the things to ask for and just guidance and letting go of certain things out of my control and just letting it happen or not,
And what I find just through, my journey is, praying to me is talking to God and meditating is listening, just being still and listening. And then once I listen, that download comes in and then it just manifests.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I didn't always just listen.
Yes.
I was always like just praying, but then kind of going on about my day and being so involved with social media and all of that. So it's like you're not hearing because there's so much stimulation that you can't even hear. So now I'm being more mindful of just like how I use my time and just being more sensitive to the Spirit and praying. And when I pray, I'm having a conversation with God as if like we're talking. Like I'm like, God, this is what's happening, this is how I feel. Like, you saw what happened today, God, right? Like, I'm having like that's how I'm praying. I'm talking to God like God,
Yes.
So yeah. And I know he sees the sense of humor in that.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so tell me, what inspired you to design your own hat collection?
Well, I've always worn hats, always. Like I've always had on I used to always wear baseball hats and everyone would call me the hat lady. And so I just did some research looking up military programs and saw that FIT had a program, a certificate program enrolled. And my first class, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I could do this.
Yes.
And then so once I took that class, it was like the ball just started rolling, like just started researching, looking up, just like different suppliers and just different things and testing out, coming home and using my oven and the stove and for steaming and all of that. And here it is, Frances Gray.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So what's the symbolism behind the name Frances Gray?
Frances Gray is my great-grandmother's is her name. It's my great-great-grandmother. And the logo is her actual signature that I took from her passport.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
going through my mom's pictures and I saw the picture and I was like, wow, like it wasn't the picture that drew me, it was the name, Frances Gray. I was like, wow, it's a beautiful name.
Yes.
And so I knew I was going to use it one day. I was like, I'm going to use this one day for something. Like, we're going to do something with this. and I had no idea it would be millinery.
Look
And
at
so,
that.
yeah,
See?
it all came full circle.
Yeah. Divine order.
The divine order, and the great that how it's all connected too is my great grand. She was a seamstress. My grandmother was a seamstress. So I've been all around it and had no idea it would come back where I would be doing something.
It always does.
You know?
It always does, yeah. So how can someone get their hands on a Frances Gray hat?
Well, they can catch me at Bloomingdale's. I'm doing a couple of I'm doing a trunk show at Bloomingdale's actually this weekend, and I'll be doing more trunk shows. And they can also go to my website.
And what's your website?
www.francesgrayny.com.
Ah, nice. I love that.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. I mean, I love it. I just love the inspiration behind it.
Yeah.
And, all the best blessings to you. Peace, love, and light to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Excited.
Yes.